there, it's Laura Godwin, your Scentsy Superstar Director. I wanted to share with you my systems for recognition. This is kind of, I call it my recognition calendar. I created it because at the end of the month, sometimes I would feel like such a failure for not recognizing people that deserve to be recognized. So this system was just my way to kind of keep my crap together on a weekly basis so that by the end of the month or the end of the quarter, I was feeling a little bit better about myself, or at least I knew where I needed to focus. So I'm going to tell you the people groups that I recognize on each day, for each day, and then I'm going to go back and tell you a little bit of why. And the reason why I feel like it's so important to know why you recognize these people on this particular day is because, number one, you need to be strategic in your business, or I feel like that makes a big difference. And number two, when I know that there's a reason behind why I recognize a certain group of people on a certain day, then I'm less likely to procrastinate. I'm less likely to shove it to the next day because I know how important it is for me to do it that day. I know the reasoning behind it. So I'm going to go through these really quick. I'll go back through and review on why and how. So on Mondays, I recognize my leaders' team wholesale volume and just pretty much my leaders in general. On Tuesdays, I recognize team members, PRV, and their recruiting and team members in general. On Wednesdays, I recognize spirit leaders, and I'll explain more about who fits into that category each week. On Thursdays, I recognize promotions and incentives, and on Fridays, I recognize participation. All right, so let's go back through them. On Monday, why do I recognize, my leaders and my directors? And basically, if you followed my communication system calendar and my recognition system calendar they correspond. They work together because I'm already reaching out to those people and communicating with them on that day. My recognition calendar just gives me a why. It helps keep me focused. Sometimes whenever I don't really know what to say to them, then my recognition calendar kind of helps me out there. So I start my week out with my leaders, communicating with them. I want those people on my team that are really working hard. I want them to know that I'm here for them all throughout the week. And to me, no better time to start off that communication, that recognition than Monday. So I'm recognizing them not just for their achievements and their milestones, but their effort as well. And so if I see that they've posted some things in their, on their team Facebook page, or if they have one, or if I've noticed that they've tagged someone on Facebook, meeting for coffee, if I've watched them at all, or if I've heard through the grapevine something nice said about them, then this is the day that I would take time to communicate this to them and make them feel more inspired about what they do every single day. And this is a great way to keep yourself motivated too, because Mondays can be that day that just, kind of are drabby. And so it's kind of fun to reach out to the people that inspire me the most, and that is my leaders. And so a lot of times on Mondays, people find themselves discouraged and drained, and Mondays just need a bright spot. And so I hope by reaching out to them on what some call the dreariest day of the week, I'm hoping that it inspires them and reminding them that, hey, their exhaustion, all their hard work, it's getting them places. They're going somewhere with this. So that's Monday. Tuesday is all about team, and my focus on Tuesdays is team. Number one, it starts with a T. That helps, right? But I'm already communicating with them on Tuesdays, and so this makes it even more fun to say, did you see your shout out on Facebook that I did for you? Oh my gosh, you're blowing my mind. Or just basically recognizing them. Sometimes I might say something like, good grief, girl, what are you doing that's making you so incredible? Or, like, you're unstoppable. I love to use things like that, Weekend parties are usually over. They've submitted their orders from the weekend. And so this is a fun time to do some recognition for my team. They're probably, they posted all of their party success, and they've input their orders, and their PRV is looking so much better than it did a few days ago, and so they're on a high, and this is my chance to recognize them while they're excited as well. So anyway, One of the things that I love to recognize with my team is effort. And you probably heard me say that before, and you'll hear it again. But, like if I see that someone's working their business, if I notice that they are, making a difference and trying, then I want to recognize that as well. So, sometimes I can do postcards, and sometimes I can do private text, Facebook shout outs on their timeline, Facebook behind the scenes shout outs on their, by messenger, in our team page. Sometimes I love to send them a goodie. Something as simple as a sparkly purple pen can make a big difference when you're trying to recognize someone for their efforts. All right, Wednesday. So Wednesday is all about my spirit leaders. Spirit leaders are those people on my team that add value to my team. And, like they're the first ones to help a girl answer a question, when she posts or needs examples of how to do this or how to do that, or wants to know what this looks like or this smells like. And I love those people that take time out of their day to be a help and a blessing to someone else. And I couldn't do it without them. Our whole team is better because these people are so filled with Scentsy Spirit. I want to recognize them. So I dedicate Wednesdays to reaching out to my spirit leaders. And honestly, it's one of my most favorite things to recognize. These spirit leaders may never be your top sellers. They may never be the big recruiters. They may never walk across the stage. And in fact, they probably will never earn an incentive trip or promote that much this year. But you know what? They're the first ones to jump out of their comfort zone, find an answer for someone. They are sometimes even posting things, inspirational quotes and things on your page, and they're helping each other out. That is what this is all about. And we need our teams to be filled with spirit leaders. It's the heartbeat of our teams. And so we need to take time to recognize it, I feel like. These patient spirit leaders may never get recognized for anything else in their Scentsy journey. So take time to recognize them. I love to send them a text, a phone call, a small gift, a postcard. I love to recognize their efforts. I tell them that they're making a difference because they are. I tell them that I can't imagine our Scentsy team without them. I let them know that they are a crazy valuable part of our Scentsy journeys together, and that they make our Scentsy family sweet. All right, so Thursdays. Okay, so Thursdays is a big day. So Thursdays, I recognize recognition for promotions and incentives. And there's so many reasons for this. Number one, I love sending snail mail. I love to prepare it Thursday, but I want to mail it Thursday or mail it Friday. Even Saturday sometimes. You want to know why? Because my aim is for them to open up their mailbox on Monday, the dreariest day of the week, and I want them to pull out something Scentsy from me. And Scentsy saves Dreary Monday. I mean, that's awesome. And it makes me feel so good when they come in from work tired, aggravated from their real demanding jobs. And then they find Happy Meal from me, and it makes them just feel awesome and feel more excited about what they're doing with their Scentsy business. So that's one reason. Number two, the second reason that I love Thursdays for this is Thursdays are usually when my team webinars and live calls are. Any kind of team training I do is almost always on Thursday. And this is a perfect time to announce new promotions, incentive winners, people that are really working their business, maybe a corporate incentive that's going on. You can shout out to people that are making headway with that, or even in your team incentive if you have one, or a team challenge. So there's a flow to it. Number three would be seeing other success makes you far more excited about what you're out there doing every single day as well. And, the next day is Friday. So if I'm doing shout outs and recognition for people hitting milestones on Thursday, then it makes everybody more excited about reaching out to their customers on pretty much the biggest payday of the week, right? So all of their customers and hostesses are probably getting paid on Friday. I'm inspiring them by showing them that other people are making it happen. I'm doing this on Thursday so that they wake up on Friday morning feeling empowered to reach the milestones that they just recently saw everyone else reaching out to. If I'd have picked any other day, they might not have woken up on Friday, payday for most of the world, and been quite as inspired to get out there and do amazing things. So, Anyway, that's what makes Thursdays a win-win-win. All right, so Friday is all about participation recognition. I'm big on recognizing participation. It is, once again, the heartbeat of our team's success. If they're not participating, then statistics show they're probably not reaching their goals and dreams and feeling very good about themselves along this journey. And so my number one goal is to get people to participate. And I call it the fuel of my business because, if we get lazy and we aren't trying to get our teams to participate and really actively pursuing that, then there's going to be a shift in focus, and you're going to start losing your teams. Sadly enough, it's something that we've seen happen to someone before, and so I'm big on participation. There's no report in your workstation to, really track your team's participation. It is truly something you just have to get in there and see who's participating. So I love showing my team who's participating, shouting out to them if they were on a training call the night before. With me, then, I love doing some kind of shout out, sending a text just saying, thanks for being on the training last night. I love seeing your face, or, I love seeing all those hearts that you gave, or whatever, just really trying to recognize them for participating. If I happen to see someone's booth or Facebook party or something like that throughout the week, then Friday is a great time for me to reach out to them, sometimes publicly, sometimes privately, and just say, hey, I saw you set up a booth at your local animal shelter. Way to go. How did it go? And, really kind of just give them a reason to feel recognized for something that they probably didn't think anybody noticed, and definitely not their leaders. So this is a fun day to recognize. I don't do this often, but I love to do it when I do it. Screen shoot something that comes in your newsfeed, a genius something that one of your team members do, and then shout it out. Let her know that it was worth a screenshot for you because you thought it was genius. And, you could also use this in Academy challenges and find out who's doing them and recognize them. You can even do who's getting the warmer incentive of the month, who's going to reunion. There are so many different ways to recognize participation, but I will stop it at that because it could get kind of crazy, and I'm sure tons of ideas are coming to your mind as well. So, sometimes my week is crazy, a lot of times, and there are times where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday, I might have had to skip one of those days. So I use the weekends to catch up on any of the days that I might have had to miss because of things that I couldn't control. So anyway, here is my recognition calendar. It goes really, really, really well with my communication calendar. And I hope that it inspired you to be very intentional about who you're reaching out to and recognizing every single day during the week. All right, bye for now.